Let's say you're the judge. Let's say you're the judge
Right.
and there's no laws. You are the law. What? And she's been arrested on felony charges. Now you have to sentence her. It could be probation. It could be a fine. It could be jail. It could be prison. It could be community service. It could be nothing. You could let her walk. You're the judge. What do you do in this situation?
If I were the judge, I would have to, I would want to send her, I would have to give her, for the first time, I would give her some mercy and an opportunity to see exactly what has happened to her. I would give her an opportunity to, I would send her to a place like me. I would send her to a ministry. I would give her I would show her grace in this. I really, really would show her grace.
Let me ask you
Really
this.
works
Let me
like
ask
that.
you. Let me
Yeah,
ask you this. All right,
yeah.
you would show her grace.
I would show.
What if a man allowed your son to be sexually molested? What if a man allowed your infant or your 6-year-old son to be sexually molested multiple times? A grown man. Would you show him that same grace?
I'm not saying that I would not be angry. I'm not saying I wouldn't be angry, TLA, with this woman. I'm not saying I wouldn't be angry with the man. That's just a natural response. But because I've been in the ministry over 30 years and I know what I know relative to angels and demons and God and the devil, and I've been studying so long, because I know the source of why they're doing what they're doing, I would still have to show some sense of mercy. Okay, I put it like this. I put it like this. Even if I sent her to jail, all right, even if I sent her to jail for 6 months or a year, I would make sure that, and that gentleman also, I would, and I've been in ministry over 30 years, so I've sat down with people who have done this, and I've ministered to people who have done these things, right? As a pastor, I would still send them to jail, but I would try to send in someone like me to minister to them.
So you would send him to jail.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
but let me say this. Let me say this, and this is very important, right? When we were talking about the woman, you said that you would show grace and send her to someone like you. When we talked about the man, then you brought up jail time
No,
and sending us.
no, no, no.
Go
I
ahead.
said to the woman also. I had to digress. I said to the woman, because sometimes when
When
you
we
ask
brought up the
someone,
man, then the jail came out. Because when we brought up the woman, you were like, "Oh, I need to show her grace and grace and grace." And then when Jerome came out, it was, "Oh, well, we're gonna do jail, but also we're gonna have her talk to someone like me." Did you notice that a
no,
little
no,
bit?
no. Well, you know what? When you ask a question,
Uh huh.
sometimes you have to think through. You have to think through the question.
Okay.
You can't just say, okay, well, such and such and such. But no, you're absolutely right. But in thinking through the question as I'm speaking, I'm trying to now really dissect both situations, both. So
Kuthi bra hayi andazi mfethu. Yho, apha emhlabeni ukuhamba kuwubona and uyambona nje lo sisi ukuthi ubold kanjani. Uthi thina sithi abadeserve ukuya ejele bona akaboni uba akasurvive ukuthi yena angalunga ejele. Then why the reason, why would, if that's the case ke ngoku, why is the reason kukhona ijele zamantombazane, females? Ngoba yena indlela athetha ngawo singathi ngoku siyadityaniswa, both males and females bafakwe endaweni enye. Yho, hayi kuhlulesi lo mntu lona and uyingozi to society. Ingozi bhuti, umntu onje ingozi to society, umthakathi nje phila.
But perspective yakhe is not held just by her. Perspective yakhe is the maturity of perspective, is the immaturity perspective society, because xa ujonge how the world reacts or how the world acts, if yi-basis le okanye it's how good people feel about the illegal system and how we should handle izinto, you wouldn't be surprised why majority overwhelming majority ye-arrests zenziwa towards amachita. yabo. It's not that thina si-commit crimes okanye si-evil phezu kwamacheri okanye kutheni. It's just that most yezinto ezi-evil eziperpetuator ngamacheri, they're not even seen as crime. Ngandixelela why false accusations are not a crime. Can you tell me why false accusations? If anditsho into zokuthi kungapruveka ukuthi umuntu ukureyphile okanye ukutheni, nditsho if we know, we are 100% sure ukuthi you lied to keep your relationship ne-boyfriend yakho and ubutshithile wabhaqwa wathi ureyichiwe wafayilisha into, if we know that ifamily yakho ikupresile ukuthi hey awuzubuya awuzuhlala nathi apha so wena wahamba wayopressa ii-charges, if we are 100% sure but that's what happened kwi-situation yakho, why is it not a crime? It's because of such situations. It's because of such situations sibona amacheri as delicate flowers who deserve protecting. Oh, she just made a mistake. She just made a mistake ngokusenda umuntu ejele for 5 years. Izohlala kwi-record yakhe lo muntu ukuthi is-sexual offender. Even if it's scrapped, you still lost 5 years of your fucking life. And the perception yomhlaba and how people see you, it changes for good. Because there's some people kulo 5 years abave uba okay, you're a rapist, and then ahambe umuntu ayohlala eDurban okanye ahlale eJoburg. Now you go to Joburg looking for work. Where you are acquitted eMatatiela or eMthatha or wherever you reside, you are acquitted, and people who are around who have been following the case see okay, no man, he was falsely accused. No. Fine, your name is cleared with those people. But when you go to Joburg, people still believe that you're a rapist. That person is going to be like, hey, keep your girlfriend safe from that person, keep your wife safe from that person, because that person is a rapist. And perception, as much as whether we like it or not, even if you are innocent or guilty, once you go to jail, how the world treats you differs completely. So for a person to take such actions on you is not just immoral, it's criminal. Why is it not a crime then? Why is it not a crime? Explain to me why the false accusations are not a crime. It's because of such ideas that women don't because they are the highest, or they are the overwhelming majority of perpetrators of that crime, and women are seen as a class that should be protected, so it isn't seen as a crime.
Hey, wena bra, le nto ke man le way yakusukela kudala mfethu, kusukela kudala, because uma uyicinga andanoma bokuba le out yase-America nayo that was jailed for 5 years ngoba kwathiwa ureyphile then kwatholakala uba akareyphanga, nayo kaba yiloo case enjalo mfethu ne. So naye waluza that 5 years kungekho azangathola isinxephezelo, uzangathola into entoni ne, ngoba lo sisi lona indlela atsho ngayo othi abantu abangomama balentukile abadeserve ke ejele, ebafaneli ne. But then kuthiwa ngithi they thini abekho strong njengathi, but then mase kuthethwa ngemisebenzi lapho kona sebeqale befuna iquality ukuthi why can't thina silentukile, what makes us different from men, why can't thina sisebenze siyanza imoto, why can't thina siqhube i-Formula 1, stuff like that. Bayibuyisa la expect equality ne. But when it comes to things like crime, rape, ukulwa, things like that, ikenzeka lo way le mfethu ukuthi ngokubona sebefuna ukusima like the less superior gender. I-system izocontinue isifeyila thina as abantu abangotata, because zezo expect ezinjalo. Abantu mama uqale into iyabasebenzela bazi le nto keni, bathi bona ba-less superior, bangabi into ayibasebenzeli, babuyisa la expect equality, ayibo. So bona bazohlele bephethe the winning cards in each and every situation, but because they both ways, unlike wena ngeke kufike pha uthi you are less superior than umuntu wesifazane, understand. So zezo beliefs ke mfethu nezo values ezikhona apha kwi-society zokuthi nje thina singabo bantu abanjalo, we are stronger, siyakwazi ukunyamezela. But when it comes to job opportunities, investing, yonke nje loo nto leyo sebefuna equality. But then when it comes to crime and yabo, so iwe njalo bro.
This is because of the fear that women inherently have of men. That's why they're harsher on men than women. On the other hand, men don't give enough of an F about other men to care. Women are more nurturing creatures, which is why they are expected to be reformable. Now, whether this is fair or not is up to you. I don't think it matters though. I just think that's just the way it goes.